Hey, this is Chef Perry with the La Caja China cooking blog. I'm a third-generation chef, food blogger, and author of the La Caja China cooking cookbook series. Today we're going to take a look at the steps required to get your pig ready for the roasting box. Here are a few of the tools that will make this process a whole lot easier. So we start out with our fresh pig. We're going to go ahead and unwrap him. First thing we need to do is split that hip bone so that we can spread them out in the La Caja China frames. We found that a great way to do this, a very simple way, is just with a hatchet and a hammer. A couple of whacks every few inches up that spine is going to split it quite nicely. It's a little difficult to get the saw in there. Sometimes it can be a little ungainly in that position. So we found you just find somebody who trusts you enough to put their fingers close there and put a little pressure on that rib cage, pulling it out while the other guy whacks it with that hammer. It's going to spread that perfectly. You're going to be able to fit it right into that frame, no problem. So some folks like to leave the head on, some like to take it off. We usually leave it up to our clients how they want it presented. If they don't want the head on or they don't care, typically we'll cut the head off. We'll keep it to make head cheese or to use it for stocks or broths, things like that. There's some great meat up around that neck, some great meat on the cheeks. We want to save that. We certainly don't want to waste it. Some very, very good eating on the head. So go ahead and save that. There's a multitude of recipes out there you can find to cook that up. Or give me a call and I'll come and get it because I love them. Next, we're going to lay out the pig on the roasting rack, and then I like to inject it with some cider vinegar, apple juice, salt, pepper, a little Worcestershire sauce. Full amount of the injection in the recipe. We're going to get both hams, both shoulders. We're going to try to get a little bit into the belly meat there. Definitely want to pump some into the tenderloins as well, and just get a lot of flavor. If you have time, this is a great thing to do the night before. It gives a little more time for that flavor to work itself into the meat. If not, though, you can do it right before roasting, and that's fine too. Go ahead and give it a good heavy dose of salt. Be very liberal with it. We've never over salted a pig. As you can see, we put a lot on. We really want to get some flavor into that meat, draw some of the moisture out, and then have it pulled back in with the salt. A good heavy dose of pepper is nice as well. And then I like to throw on a little bit of smoked paprika. It's a very nice ingredient. It adds a little more smoky flavor, a hint of heat to it, adds a beautiful mahogany color as the pig cooks. It's just a very nice touch, adds another element of flavor to it. So then, of course, we're going to put the top racks back on. For these little 45 or 50 pound pigs, those S-hooks work great. Usually don't have any problem fitting. When you get up into the 100 pound range, it can be a little tight. Those hams get pretty big. So I always keep a roll of baling wire in my toolkit that I take along with me. So if I can't quite get the S-hooks, I can just baling wire it, and that works really well too. As you can see, they snap right on here with the smaller pigs and work quite nicely. We like to put a couple of pans on top of our drip pan. It can be a little hard to get that drip pan out with all the juice in it after the pig's cooked, so we put those drip pans in there to catch the broth because we want to save it because it's just liquid gold. You want to use it to mix back into your meat. It's a beautiful thing. You can throw some apples, some onions, some garlic, some oranges, whatever flavoring agents you want down into those pans. It's going to steam some more flavor into that pig, and it's going to create a beautiful additional flavor in your broth as well. So that's how I prep a whole pig for the roasting box. Be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel to get all the videos in this series, from prep to roasting to cutting to serving your whole pig. This is Chef Perry with La Caja China Cooking. See you next time.